more lies in disguise. Tears rain from skies. No more lies in disguise.
And it looks like the Dodgers are off to a strong start this year. Looking ahead to autumn, the 49ers are in talks to recruit several talented young rookies. Hopefully this will help California sports fans get over the disappointing season the Lakers just had. Can you believe Smith's performance those last 5 games? Really makes you wonder why they're paying him the big bucks. In other news, still no word on when Rural Route 64 will reopen. Fortunately, there are several other roads that the Department of Transportation has been able to use as detours, so traffic has been moving through the area with few delays. Dr. Saul Samuelson of UCLA has advised that the road will likely be closed off through the summer. Here is an excerpt from his latest interview.
We have been making slow but steady progress in understanding the nature of the site, but it will take some time to properly excavate. It has proven to be larger and more complex than we previously thought. We have obtained permission to keep Route 64 closed through at least August and possibly into September. We have confirmed that the designs on the pottery do not match that of any known Native American tribe from the West Coast. It is possible we are dealing with a previously unknown tribe, though my professional opinion is that would be unlikely. I think we will eventually be able to place the settlement as having once belonged to a known tribe. Most likely, they developed their own unique style of art. One of the most interesting finds so far are a series of small statues depicting a creature with tentacles. We are not sure if it was intended to represent a deity of some sort, or if it may have been intended as a talisman to drive away evil spirits.
Have you found any human remains?
None that I can confirm. We did find a pit filled with layers of ash and burnt wood. We found some bone fragments in the pit, although I am not qualified to say if they are from a human or animal. Most likely it was a communal fire pit used for cooking, so I would bet my money on them being animal bones. We will be keeping the public updated as we make more discoveries.
We will certainly keep you updated as well. Now let's get back to the music.
Fires raining from the sky.
The heat terrifies you and you are afraid to die. The flames blaze up air, hear the fire spitting smoke, black and out of breath, there's no way to escape. And of time, you can run, but you won't get far. You are star.
It's my turn.
You enjoy every single ray.
Now you burn.
Falling from the sky to play.
What's up? The sun is shining bright.
The heat is terrifying, you get blinded by the light. Don't need a head, you're feeling calm on heat and stones break, walls shake, there's no way to escape.
And off time.
You can run, but you won't get far.
You are mine.
I am not any fallen star.
It's my turn.
You enjoy every single ray.
Now you burn.
Falling from the sky to play. Hey you, the roof is coming down.
My desires, what's left of you?
Get out of there, get out of
Sweat
town.
runs down your neck.
Now you burn. It's my turn. It's my turn.
And off time.
You can run, but you won't get far.
You are mine.
I am not any fallen star.
It's my turn.
You enjoy every single ray.
Now you burn.
Falling from the sky to play. End of time, you are mine. End of time.
It's Charlie again. I had another one of those strange dreams. I found myself back in the village from my first dream, but things were different. The inhabitants weren't engaging in domestic chores like they were during my previous visit. This time the people were dressed in white loincloths and had a short length of orange rope tied around their bicep and just below the knee. Each wore a headband with a decoration made of feathers and seashells. All of them carried a dish or plate with something on it. Judging by the smell, it seemed to be a piece of fresh meat. A bloody, coppery smell filled the air. I followed them to what appeared to be a step pyramid. However, the top appeared to be similar to the Egyptian pyramids. The walkway leading up was lined with stone pillars. Some of them reminded me of photos I've seen of Taj Mahal or Angkor Wat. In front of the pillar was a large fire pit. There was something within the flames. Judging by the size, I guessed it to be a deer, though I couldn't tell from the distance I was at. I gazed at the pillars. I saw carvings that depicted crudely drawn scenes of war and conquest, though against whom, I don't know. As with my last dream, the figures in the carvings were out of proportion, specifically the arms and legs. When the group stopped, the worshippers fell to their knees and placed their bowls and plates on the ground. They bowed their heads and started chanting. Suddenly, the ground shook and something emerged from the temple. It was an entity clad in the deepest of darkness, and I could tell it represented all that was evil, putrid, and foul in the world. It roared as black tendrils shot from his body and towards the bloody piles of flesh the worshippers had prepared for their god. When the blackness withdrew, the offerings were gone. I wanted to run away, but I was petrified with fear. The worshippers then stood up and all turned to face me. The entity manifested what appeared to be two arms, and its outstretched hands caused a blanket of darkness to creep over the land. Even though I could not see its face, I knew it was staring at me. It addressed me in the most terrible voice I have ever heard and spoke 3 words. You are alone. At that point, everything went dark, and I could feel myself being thrown around. After what felt like an eternity, I once again awoke in my bed, soaked in sweat and paralyzed by fear. I don't know what is happening. I rarely have dreams this vivid, and I have never had dreams that seem to be interconnected. I'm wondering if I should tell someone, but I'm afraid people will think I'm crazy.